Thanks for joining us once again. This is Greg for Teslafaninsight. Our focus today is the last few days of Tesla trading has been kind of wild. And I've had a new discovery of a guy named Sam the Trader that I wanted to share with you guys to help you make a few dollars as you're in process of being a Tesla expert. This is Greg for Teslafaninsight. Thanks once again for joining us. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a repeat visitor, welcome back. We also want to thank our Patreon supporters. If you enjoy the show, would like better ideas on investing and trading, please join us on Patreon. So I want to thank the semi, as well as the schematic of the semi for joining us, and obviously our Tesla license plate here. So something's been happening over the last 3 or 4 weeks. One of my trading buddies, Sam, has been keeping me abreast of new ideas that are out there in terms of people who invest/trade Tesla stock and who are really good at it. Now, up until about 6 months ago, there's a guy named Squawk Squared, and Squawk is a fairly active trader, not options so much as shares in large amounts, and has made a lot of money, both making and losing it of late. So a lot of people, including Squawk, had moved off of Tesla for trading, but as you've seen over the last few weeks, trading has really returned with a vengeance back to the folks that do Tesla. So what I wanted to review today is that there were some things that happened in the markets yesterday. First of all, Tesla actually got almost to $70 a share. And as it was heading up there, Sam the Trader sent an alert out to his viewers that he was leaving the call side of the options and moving over to the put side as it closed in on 70. As you know, right after he did that, the stock promptly fell from 270, from 270 quickly back down into a loss, in the range of $240 a share. So those viewers, subscribers who are with Sam the Trader not only made money on the upside, but if they'd followed his trading, they made money on the downside of the movement of the stock as well. Now, to review what happened, as you know, yesterday, the rumor came out that Elon is going to delay the FSD meeting that was supposed to happen on the 8th of August. And then that delay prompted a lot of people to, conclude that it may not happen, and therefore they need to get out of the stock. So obviously, Tesla's stock price fell, and it's now starting to rise once again. So I wanted to review this with you because I've been listening in on some of the trades that Sam the Trader has pulled off over the last few weeks, and I have to say, please take time to look him up. And he's having a special right now where it's usually, I think, $600 a month, but he's doing 3 months for $5.99 right now. And based on the money made by my trading partner, Sam, I really think that it's a wise move for you to consider maybe taking a look at what Sam the Trader is actually doing. So I wanted to mention all this to you because obviously we're in a very intense trading period for Tesla right now. And as we're in this trading period, it's a good time to stay light on your feet, either up or down, because there's a lot of money at stake. So what I further want to cover today is the fact that I have to say that I'm very confused by the FSD process that's influencing the stock price currently. The reason is that there's actually no, Tesla has chosen anytime they came up in a lawsuit situation, they have not fought it through the entire court process. They've simply settled on the doorstep before the lawsuit started, and it was over. So I'm bringing this up to you today because just like FSD excitement that we've had every year in the last 5 years, there's a lot of excitement before, and then the excitement dies off afterwards. And I have to say that I'm very confused. And the reason is that in the case of Google, or even the Chevy Cruze, there are large public experiments that are going on, and the data from that is being used by regulators to determine if they're going to allow those vehicles to stay on the road or expand the number of cities that they're operating in. So because Tesla is not delivering any of the similar follow vehicles provide data to regulators process, it is very hard for me to see how they're going to get approval for FSD if the regulators have no data to go with. And you could argue that if they did have data, that data would be the fact that all of the lawsuits related to people dying while they're using the autopilot is a sign that the data they do have or could get a hold of would not be flattering, and therefore that makes it even harder for the regulators to approve. So the final example here that I'm very, very surprised by, I've shared this before, and that is that, as you know, the Boring Company combined with Tesla is building tunnels in Las Vegas. So there are a series of, there's a dedicated loop that was built by Elon Musk controlled Boring Company, and that loop only allows electric vehicles in it, namely the Tesla Model X. So right now, the way that the loop works is that you go into the loop area, and they actually have drivers in the Model X. So if you have any tweetability or knowledge of Elon, please take time to ask him the question. The dedicated Boring loop in Las Vegas is the perfect spot to illustrate the capabilities of FSD. And getting approval for that would be a no-brainer based on the fact that nothing else is allowed down there except for Tesla Model X's. So, I really want Tesla to succeed, and I just want to review that we really need to see an example of a lot of data being collected, of full FSD being used by Tesla, and we can leverage that data to get approval for FSD to be used more broadly. So if you guys have any ability to tweet and share this concept with Elon, please take time to do so. So finally, we're going into an intense period of very active trading on Tesla. I wanted to encourage you to be mindful of this, because if you're a large holder, especially because we've been up nicely, I wanted to encourage you to consider hedging yourself just in case the information isn't favorable, because the way things are going for Tesla right now, on good news, it's up 50 points. On bad news, it'll be down 50 to 80 points. So it's in that zone right now. It's an excellent stock to trade. But if you have a lot of money at risk in terms of your stuff sitting out there, I just think caution is in order, even though I think there's an upward bias right now for the company, primarily because of the impact on this robot being implemented. At any rate, once again, I want to thank you for joining us. This is Greg for Teslafaninsight. We next move on to our health tips. Now, we've got a list down below of a large number of health tips. We've interviewed about 200 doctors, and I've been reviewing sort of findings and from different doctors at different times. Today, I particularly wanted to emphasize the fact that the stuff I use every day is, number one, the 25 leg lifts per leg to strengthen the knee muscles, reducing the chance that you'll need to have a knee operation. With a 6-pound weight, even better, or 5-pound weight. The next item, just to review, try meat basically every other day. The kidney doc I spoke with suggested no meat for half the week. So you might want to try that, see how you feel, see what you think of it. And there are a bunch of things you can do to note what your kidneys think about it One of them is sort of bubbly urine. Is I don't know if I'm allowed to see that on YouTube, but I just thought I'd note that to you. The next thing I wanted to review is we've talked about circadian rhythms numerous times. There is a cancer doc at University of Louisville that recommended that you should not go to bed within 4 hours of eating, minimum 2 hours. It allows the food to digest because the stomach acids will potentially cause cancer for you. And one of the suggestions made was perhaps you put your bed on a slight tilt down so that the food, further goes in that direction. Also reduces the chance of having to take Prilosec and all these other over-the-counters relative to acid indigestion. He's a professor at University of Louisville. What he said to me is, as people get more busy, they're more inclined to simply eat and jump in bed. And the problem is that that food has to be digested. And as it's being digested, it's very destructive to your system. At any rate, want to thank you for joining us. This is Greg for Teslafaninsight. Tschüss, au revoir, lehitro, hodahafe, straziche, ni hao ma, kambawa in Japanese. In Jamaica, we say enough respect, walk good man. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. Namaste. Salam. And just a reminder, check out Sam the Trader. I think you'll be very happy with some of his suggestions, and there are a lot of people making a great deal of money doing it. Have a great day. Bye for now. Thank you.